Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lunchtime with Anna. I really apologize. We are about to the special show because I wanted to have a special today. Um, and a friend of mine, or who is a new friend of mine now, who I hopefully very often. Before we get, I wanted to remind guys, COVID is still out there. We're looking at over 500,000 deaths. I contracted COVID a little bit over a month ago. I was very sick, as many. It is not a joke, okay? And back and I noticed that it's like it's almost scary, okay? But not everybody. Many also wash hands, which you should already be doing, and use your gloves out there. It's very, very, very important that you care for others because you might be a walking time bomb. You don't know underlying diseases other people. Just to include my two other guests, I have ADQ and Dirty Red. How are both of you fellas doing this afternoon?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing, as I would usually say, fantastic.
Good, good. How
Thanks to
about
God.
yourself?
And God bless you both. And God bless you both. And I'm so I think out of your busy get to have some time here and lunch with Anna. Um, you know what? We'll start with Dirty Red because it's kind of on here, so I kind of want to save that and talk about Dirty Red. Dirty Red.
Word.
Music is the 90s. I might give you a little hint of how young I am and how young there get out there. Ando, like I said, in the 90s,
Right, right,
doing some of his music. So
right. That's
tell
without
the
giving it all
listening, tell
away,
the
right?
listening. Did we lose them?
Well, you can check out some of my stuff on actually on YouTube. The Son of War Kings is you can subscribe there on YouTube. Out some stuff and let's check out the music. Pretty much have my stuff exclusive to people that throughout the years or what. A lot of my music is for free right now. Until after that, I'm gonna take it off. It's on Spotify. Type in DURTRED, more like the pronunciation than RTYRED. So that kind of, that trademark got taken away from me. So I had to, be more in the pronunciation DURED. And War Kings Records and Films is still independent and distributed and all that. So that's pretty much.
So tell the listening your uh, newer projects that you're working on, within your music and stuff.
Right. Say again. Can you repeat that?
I was asking if you can tell the listening audience about some of the latest, some of the stuff is working on out there in Orlando. in Orange County, correct?
Right. Some of the latest stuff actually doing it. LUROC. Also, some of the people who I grew up here in Tangela Park. Why? Uh, you got Chris Pope. You also have Dom on the beats. Um, so it's a lot of talent, here
Can
in
you guys see
Central Florida, but more
me?
part kind of was like Ray and whatnot. DJ Khaled and also DJ Nasty. Shout out to the guys doing their thing. You know, started out from Motown, but me before. So I just keep know what I'm saying, keep the gears oiled and just keep it moving.
I know that's right. I know that's right. You gotta grow with them. You gotta you do. Are you able to hear me okay? Because it seems like when you come in and out. I don't know if it's just my signal over here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you come in and out, but I definitely feel difficulties. Perfect, just go with the flow.
Yeah, that's right. So, do you have anything that you'd like to add to that with Fred?
No, I was just gonna say, although I couldn't make like all the information that
I
he
mean,
gave because the video was choppy. Um, but I do have always like respect for any music coming from like the South. So mad respect, and I'm definitely gonna go check it out and take a listen to it. As I used to back in the day, back in the way back when, make little music myself. So I always like enjoy giving everybody an opportunity and chance, and hear everybody out and see what they have to offer. So I'll definitely be checking that out.
Absolutely. A funny story. I think I told you about this. I was at an event the other day, right? They're like, "Bill, Dave, how many moves?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't do those in 20 years anymore. I don't do any type of dancing. If I do any type of dance for my father in heaven, no? That's the type of dancing I'm doing." I know. I just thought it was really funny, and it's funny that you say that. That's how it is. So, well, I call you Red, Dirty Red. Um, yeah, this artist that you're focusing on now, he's working, he's actually doing music. What is your main goal of what it is that you're doing now?
well, I mean, well, maintain powerhouse. Know, majority of my time in the entertainment. So I'm more so getting into the film era of it. Start doing like short films, webinars and stuff like that for the school visuals there. So that's more so what I'm focusing on.
So, are you, or how are you doing that? I mean, what is, because in case you guys know, Anna is working in
Man,
music.
one more.
What what is it that you're like doing? Like, how can they reach you? Because I'm doing it from an act part in the cast, right? So how is it reach 30 Red
You said how can they reach
for the
me?
next casting project?
Reaching me would actually, I would, being that I threw that out there, and this is pretty much my live that. I would say they can contact me through you, Anna. You know, because you know how to weed out if they're serious or not. You know, because you can't have a direct access to the Wizard of Oz, right? Like Dorothy had to hook up with the Tin Man. I mean, I know it's a fictitious story, but art depicts life. I would
Yep,
say I'm
that's
Oz
very true.
of this pop. I am Oz.
Actually, and a lot of it or not, it's just a matter of, through the third inbox me, and a lot of times they have to turn around on a personal level
Right,
for me. They don't. Actually,
right, right, right,
that's exactly what I'm too. Is somebody we both meet I respect. It was one of those. It was a connection. So, is there anything
exactly.
else that you'd like to add before off, Fred?
Repeat that one more time. It's a lot going on
I was asking, is there anything else
here.
that
Repeat that one.
off? And this interview is clear enough. I'm going to go ahead and we'll just obviously it looks like we're technical issues.
All right, cool. Hey, pleasure was all mine, guys.
Same
I'm
here,
gonna get
man.
all my information from Anna, man. Let's get together. Well, much blessings, Anna. Keep doing your thing. Hey, we can always do a part two. So I ain't stressing it. I appreciate you thinking of me and put me on with Anna. We actually need to have some real lunch. I'm a chef now.
Oh, oh, snap.
Okay, hold on. No, you
We can have the
know
we can
that
have the real lunch with Anna now.
opening up a
There we go.
restaurant, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna have you in there
I
cooking for
don't want to
somebody.
give away a lot of the details because people be, hey, right, right. I got the fuego.
Don't give away the recipe.
Vamos, okay.
You know what I mean? I got
Okay.
right. You can't give away the recipe. How we gonna stay in business?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? Hey,
So,
hey, hey, much
Vita,
love to
so Red,
y'all.
I
Much love to y'all.
You too, brother. You stay blessed, man.
yeah, I just want you before you get off this recording. You're not able to hear it clearly. I would like to have you come back on with what we threw over, and it looks like with the. If not, I have you come back because it's so choppy that I couldn't get everything I wanted to. But the process of opening up that route, I know I got a chef.
Hey, we can always look. We can always do. We can always do a FaceTime video. I mean, there's things you can always do. Don't get discouraged just because of the technical difficulties that's going on. You got to understand, it's three of us. So just by
Right.
us three coming together, something's gonna come out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Some of the information
Absolutely.
is gonna get through. That's all. You want some.
There you go.
All
That
of it
is the
may not get
spirit.
through, but some right person. That's the whole meaning. You gotta keep that in mind.
Absolutely. Well, Red, thank you so much for taking your time. I will
That
see you
was
next time.
very well said.
My friend, God bless you.
Word to you. Hey, you got my number. It's always open. Holla at your boy.
I think we
Oh,
lost them.
Yeah.
I think it was awesome. And he has so much. This is the funny thing. He has so much to say, and I hate him. Go ahead and invite him back in, and we'll go ahead and we'll do. I remember back in the day, 95 South, 95 South. Collaborated with them in the past. So like indirectly,
Nice.
it's like my father kind of wanted me to do things within the industry. And now thinking about it, people like throughout that are still a lot of amigo because that's what you're like becoming to me, a respectful man, because that's what you are, a follower of Christ. I've been praying on level essence and with you, and I'm excited to introduce you to the show Lunchtime with Anna. And I hope that even these technical difficulties, because I feel like the enemy be trying to do what I'm saying, or
Right.
be how we could reach so many people out there to help them in more ways than one. We have things in common, that as partners, working on a business, I can see it all, and I'm so happy. And shout out to my predators and sickos. I wish you could log in real quick and talk about it. So we have an upcoming. I can slip that out. We weren't supposed to tell, but there would be interview coming soon with FM. And if you guys don't remember who it is, he is the guy from New York Creeps. Spot his name a little bit now. Tell audience, because I want them to know who you are, what you do, how you're going to connect with Lunchtime with Anna, so forth, so on. Because I try to be as transparent with the audience as I possibly can. And they get the feel of, okay, this is really like a show, just putting on a show. This is real, you know?
So first things first. I don't know. I mean, I hope y'all can hear me. But first things first. I do want to thank God just to start things off, for the opportunity, for even crossing paths with you. Then I would like to thank you for the opportunity to be here and kind of just talk about like what the channel's about and a bunch of other things that are connected to what I do on the channel. And last but not least, I would like to thank every single one of the supporters that are make up the family on the YouTube channel. They know who they are. A big shout out to them, every single one of them. All right. So to kind of like be as concise as I can be, to not make take up too much of the time. Uh, Basically, my channel focuses mostly, as of right now, as a base of support for any channel or profile or account that dedicates their time to confronting and catching online child predators, child molesters, pedophiles. You already mentioned one of them that I actually uh, keep in contact, like every now and then, FM. He used to have NYK Spotlight. Now it's just Creep Spotlight. He's very good at what he does, as are, and he's another Hispanic. He's another Boricua. So he's easy to talk to. He's straightforward. He's mostly like laid back to the point where you can talk to him like freely about anything. And he takes his I don't want to say job, but he takes that side job, if you will, very, very seriously. And he does it for the right reasons. Anybody who has talked to him on a personal level can tell that he does it for the right reasons. There's always going to be hearsay, she say, or whatever around the community. But that goes with like any other content creator that does this on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. There's always going to be people saying that, oh, they're doing it for the wrong reasons. But if you go back to the interview I had with him on my channel, you get a chance to like, kind of like see his the way he talks, the passion he has like in his words. You can tell he's doing it for the right reasons. So, but basically, yeah, my channel focuses on just supporting and being some type of like a hub for all these different channels to kind of like talk about what their recent projects are or recent missions on out on the field are. I've had Alex from Predator Poachers on the channel a few times. I've had, I think, almost the different branches from Predator Poachers. Predator Poachers Massachusetts, Predator Poachers Maine, Predator Poachers, just almost any other branch you could think of that stemmed from the original Predator Poachers channel has been on the show, and I've had a chance to talk to them on a personal level and give a chance to the audience to get to know them on a personal level. But I guess the other side to the channel and what I do is also give a platform for any person, whether it be female or male, child or teenager or whatever, to come on the show and talk about and share their story if they've ever been through any type of situation related to human trafficking or abuse, any type of abuse that you can think of. And I give them a platform to talk about their story, and hopefully in hopes of by them sharing their story, help other people who have not yet shared their story have the courage to share their story and move forward with their life, with strength and endurance and all that stuff. So that's like the core purpose of the channel thus far. It's gone through a lot of changes throughout time since I started it a few years ago, but as of right now, that's what its purpose is at its core. And I'm sorry that I talked too much.
No, you're supposed to. Espérate, let me go back on here. Let me go back here. Where? Here I am. Todo lo que, okay, because I want you to express. Uh, one thing I want to make clear, and this is I did at the end of the year, and I do know that through my Instagram, we do have F watching. He did thank us both, and he knows I love him dearly and respect so high because our children, all of our children, okay? This is no color, nothing. Pero that for me to hide, los boricuas que están haciendo esto, and to say it in Puerto Rican men, brothers and sisters that are doing this and hiding and doing the right thing, not the thugging you see out on the street, not the image to give of us Latinos. I'm honored to have you here. I'm so honored, FM. I'm so honored that there are beautiful men that do. I mean, y tú eres cristiano. And I said in a positive way. I hope nobody takes it the wrong way. It's especially Latino men. A lot of times, and this is what I try to emphasize to people. If you look around a prison, it's majority Latino, brown and black. I want to get away from that stigma because they're all great Latino. We are just as smart as everyone else. I did look into your YouTube, super cool YouTube. He did mention something, and I know he probably was going to mention this, pero Cristiana and your sister in Christ, I am going to mention this because I feel it needs to be put up there. he also has music out there that he does not charge for, unlike all these other upcoming artists. And I don't knock them, you can all do your father touches you to do, that's on you, right? So with that being said, tell them about how they can reach that music and do it on spiritually with it, because I think it's so important that they know that. And I'm not gonna creep that one in. You know, if you told me, I work and get those souls saved, because that's what it's about, right?
Right.
To the kingdom, right?
So to answer your question, and I mean, I appreciate it because I honestly I don't really talk about it that much because I don't like giving the wrong impression. But if people do ask about it, you know, I will say like where you can find that music. You know, it is on YouTube. I'm gonna see if I can share the screen real quick. So just give me 1 second. Um,
And if you're having a hard time sharing it, I don't know if let me know and I'll give it to you.
so I mean, there's two ways of finding it. I guess the easiest way at this point would be going to like my main YouTube channel and going through the different playlists that I have on there. You should be able to find one that says original music, something along those lines. And I don't know if y'all can see it, but uh,
Give it. Let me see. It should do it.
I mean, I would just say if I can't share it on here for whatever reason, I would just say if you type in
Give me your because you know I got like a share screen. I'm gonna do it real quick here. Um,
okay, no,
let me go on YouTube. Because I know things like clear all of a sudden. Be still.
mm, so if you you can find it on the main channel, but there's another way of finding it, which might be a little easier for some people. If they type in Jorge Quinones TLP downgrade, it should pop up with like there's like 3 or 4 songs on there, like in a small playlist. I made that years ago. Like I want to say like back in 2013, 2014, maybe even before that. So it's old stuff. It's old content, old music. But I mean, you know, I made it for a reason. And like I said, like I told you in private last time we spoke, you know, whoever comes
I'm
across
sorry
it,
I put it out there. Words where I never say no. To put it out there. Hey FM, I see you. I am so sorry. I am so
but yeah,
you know the people that are out in the public doing this, tell them we gonna put it. But I
nah,
think it's very
it's all
important
good.
because it's our Father's word.
Right, right. That's why I don't
And I
mind. Like if someone
wanted
asks for
to
it, I don't
share.
mind sharing it. You know, because that's what it's for. Is to be a blessing to whoever comes across it anyway. So, but yeah, you know, it's out there for whoever wants to listen to it. I do have to say that it's somewhat bilingual. So, meaning the intro is in English, and the second track it's bilingual. Like the verses are in Spanish, but the chorus is in English, and I think the third song is in Spanish. So it's it has a little bit of both for whoever can't understand English. Well, there's Spanish in there for you, and vice versa. A little bit for everybody. Yes, sir. Clicking indeed. Don't know if, but yeah.
Is it letting me share anything or no?
No, I don't see nothing on the screen yet.
Letting me share? Oh no. FM, stop it.
I mean, it was bound to happen. Like, two people with the same
Okay.
last name. There's no way we're not gonna click, right?
You know what? Yeah, FM. You know what? Maybe we're related. And we don't even.
That's what my dad was saying last night, but I
We
was like,
don't
I
know.
don't know, man. Guayama's a
Maybe
long way.
we're related. We have. So giving me a hard time to brain. Is this something? Return is Dorado. So that they're from Dorado. That you know, my other which is Marero, so sorry that area. That's where we're from. We're actually, but I was born in Guayama.
Hmm. Yeah, see,
Um,
like my dad's side of the family is from Santa Isabel. So, like his side of the family, which is like the Quinones side, is from Santa Isabel, and then Bronx, of course, Bronx, New York, as well. So interesting, but I mean, who knows? Who knows?
yeah, who knows? Like
Yeah,
you never know. And you know where from they are now. So anyhow, but FM, gracias por
definitely. Yeah,
eso.
big
Really
ups
like
to FM on that.
and really, really looking forward to having you back for an interview. Like I told you, you keep doing what you're doing because because of you to save 5 children, 10 children, 100 children. So I just want you to know that, and women that uh, JDQ. My daughter is 17 to be 18. She's counting down. She's like 8 months, 7 months. She's looking forward to working with FM. He inspired her so much at her
Got you, got you.
hearing what he does. But the thing is, you look at my baby. She looks like she's 13 or 14. He can vouch. He looks like 13 or 14. She'll be doing real good catching these bad guys and bad girls. On my YouTube is I really want to get.
Well, so let me just say this real quick.
It wasn't
Now
gonna
that
be
you just
long. It wasn't.
wait, I just heard you saying something right now, but it was like a delay. I'm sorry if I cut you off. I
Oh yeah,
apologize.
go with yours. Go with yours.
Oh no, I
Bye
was
bye.
just gonna say big ups and respect to FM and like the rest of the predator catchers. As far as I go, and FM can like vouch to this. While I do attempt to also do the same thing on my end, um, I'm nowhere near as active as FM and the rest of these guys out on the field. Like I do have a decoy phone that's set up, and it receives a bunch and a bunch of messages from all these creeps. To the point where I had to like redo things like on my personal phone at some point, and then I changed to another decoy phone. So now there's two decoy phones, just pretty much like receiving a bunch of like messages from like all these different social media platforms of people that are like 50, 60 years old, hitting up the decoy that I have two decoys. One is I think 14, the other one is like 12. And there's if I were to show you the phone right now, the amount of attention that those two profiles get is ridiculous. It's like outside of the norm, and it's unrealistic. It's insane how much attention that they get, and that's kind of like not even being actively like responding to these guys that are hitting them up. That it takes a toll on your brain, and FM can vouch on this again. Doing that type of work, talking to these freaks, it takes a toll on your psyche. It takes a toll on your emotional. It just you need to kind of like be sure that if you're gonna be in it, you're gonna be in it like completely. You can't do it like halfway. You can't do it like I don't like using that term, so I just say halfway. But pretty much like you've got to be sure that you're like completely like into that mission per se, because at the point of if you're not all the way in and you just kind of like talk to them once or twice, but then kind of like haven't responded to them in a while, they will blow up your phone like with messages, with calls, with whatever pictures, and they will not leave you alone until you respond back to them and say, hey, whatever excuse you can come up with to like either lead them on into an actual like meetup, or it's like, hey, like I'm gonna give you one last chance to like leave me alone. Like you don't have to be taunting me. I am a minor or whatever. You don't have to keep taunting me. And then you'll know for sure if they keep talking to you after you say something like that, then you try to go for like the kill, and like do the meetup and confront them if they actually even officially go to the meetup. Because I've had one instance where it's on my YouTube channel, but I have it kind of like private, where the person did meet up, but they were like really really well prepared. So as soon as they felt like a little like iffy about things, and they seen me and my team, they kind of like knew what was going to happen, and they just sped off like into the night, and didn't get a chance to like talk to them or confront them or anything. So, but I just wanted to say that, like me, I would like to be more involved in that aspect of it.
That was
Yeah.
where you're at, right? I'm sorry to you're at now, right? That was locally.
Wait, say it again.
That was local at.
Yeah, it was local. It was actually not even too far from here, because when I try to do the meetups with these people and confront them, I try to make it somewhere where it's either halfway from wherever they're from, or within the same like city range, but obviously not close to my house, because I don't want them knowing like where I live and stuff. So like in the city, but somewhere far away from where I live, because that's something else that a lot of these guys won't talk about, how careful they have to be to not lead them near where they live. Not because of them being scared, just the fact that you don't want some creep knowing like where you live or where your family lives, nothing like that. So this was local. It was at a Walgreens somewhere here in the town where I live. But yeah, the dude just sped off. Like once he kind of like knew what was going on, and kind of had like a feeling that it wasn't like an actual like real like little girl, like they just sped off. So that was a crazy night.
So the track is like but a little biased. That's my boy. I'm in it with them, my buddy. So when they do, right? I because a lot of times, when I watch these shows, perverts, you're saying, "Oh, I didn't know she was a minor," and then you'll get somebody who say, "Well, this text is a lot different," or "These papers show a lot different."
Right.
So is that what he was conscious about? That he saw that she was really 14, or you think he was lying?
So, okay, I'm gonna see if I can answer this like really briefly. Um, so yeah, so I think the same way that most of these channels and catchers have it set up where most of the time, if not most times, if possible, there's an actual like live decoy, which is obviously someone that is of age, is an adult, but they look extremely, extremely young, to the point where they can pass off as a minor or whatever. And they if we see that is getting difficult on our end, kind of like by us being like the actual decoy or whatever, we use those services of those people that act as live decoys and like make it look more legit or whatever, while still giving them a chance. They say, you don't have to meet up or whatever, but whatever you want to do. In this case, like the one that I had over here recently, a few months ago actually, when it happened, I didn't have a live decoy. I had a person that was of age sending me altered pictures of themselves, looking a lot younger, and so they helped me out with that. But a lot of these guys are so well prepared, so seasoned, if you will, like pedophiles or predators, that they look for certain things, or they know what to look for sometimes, of like things being wrong with the picture for them. So as soon as I say, "Oh, I'm here at this place or whatever," where are you at? They already like know what they're looking for because they've seen like the face or whatever. They've seen like the pictures or like the images of this child that they're after, and some of them are really fast. So if they don't see that face right away when they get to the place, and especially if they get there before you, which is that was kind of like my mistake as well. Like last time, I wasn't there before the person. But if they get there before you, they get a chance to scope out the area and say, "Well, she's saying that she's here, but I don't see her. Like I know what face I'm looking for. I don't see that face or whatever." So these are red flags for them to be like, on the lookout and say, "Well, maybe this isn't like as legit as I thought." And that's when they kind of like either run off like the one that I had did, or they'll just be way more careful about things until they see whether or not they're going to encounter the child that they're after, and they'll make the final decision.
Going to predator catching game.
Yeah, no, it is interesting. And once again, I don't consider myself a predator catcher. Like I wish I could like say that, because it's a beautiful thing, to know that you're out there on the field, like helping protecting these children and possible potential, threats happening to these like children and stuff and teenagers. So, but I can't really say that I am one. I'm trying, like on the side, like I do try every now and then. I don't try to rush myself. I don't try to like force it. If a meetup is bound to happen, it's bound to happen. I'll confront the person regardless, and I'll do it my way. But outside of that, I just give big ups and respect to, like I said earlier, FM and the rest of the different branches of predator poachers. And Ghost from CC Unit is another one that, like he's younger than me, but I look up to him a lot. And he's also very professional in how he does things and how he handles every situation. So, if at some point you get a chance to bring him on here, he's another good one to like talk to about all that. He's been doing it for a long while. I think he's reached over 160 60 something catches already in general. So yeah.
So no, hopefully when he comes on, you'll be at lunchtime with Anna. It's like just you're on it. You're FM. Are you still on? But it's just so it's just so good. See, all of these guys are doing. I don't know which one it is because I'm real bad with names. But there's one. He meets them up usually at Walmart. That's bad. I'm like, wow. And I think I was telling you, and I told a few people, sometimes I feel because I don't have children, send me a request and I'll ask, this is how you know, right? Ask me, no, I'll ask them and oh, so that's my mom. I'm like, or my when I hear these stuff like that, I don't believe it because you can take 2 seconds out to text be familiar from somewhere. If you're not, I have a 12-year-old on my profile. For what reason? You see?
Yeah. No.
I go through it. I'm not rude. I have nothing in common with children unless they're my own or my kinfolk,
Right.
or somebody whom I know. That do with somebody adult age. I mean, that's where I don't understand some of these shows. What do you mean? You're just trying to see what you're gonna do it to teach them a lesson. What kind of lie is that? You don't even need that lie to teach them a lesson. But anyways, I think that's even what you do. Just for us to keep collaborating and keep working together through like and other things. Most importantly, is Christ.
Right.
As long as we can see the example who are, people can see the example I am as a Christian, and I can't say it when they call by titles. I'm just a human
Right.
being here, just doing my Father's work. Trust me, I'm not gonna be hurt while I'm there in heaven. So I'll be smart when I go to a better, suffer here, right? So I really wanted to get I really want your thing going on. You call this your music. And it's not because if there's an outlet, and to me that's so important. I'm trying to get it, and it looks like it's gonna happen because my father's gonna make sure that.
So while that's going on, I just want to say something real quick that you kind of like mentioned like a minute ago. If and when at some point from here till whatever, I'm able to do an actual like official catch or confrontation. Um, the people who support the channel and have been following the channel for like a while now, they've heard me explain how I would go about it. And me personally, the main thing for me, if and whenever I confront one of these sickos out on the field, is biblically and spiritually kind of like confront them about what they're doing. Because, and a lot of people don't like when I say that, and a lot of people like to say, "Oh no, you should yell at them, you should scream at them, you should, like be mean to them, this and that." I'm like, yeah, but let's not forget, I have to like imitate Jesus. I have to, treat them as Jesus would. Would Jesus confront them strongly? Yes, but would he also kind of like try to steer them away from like their ways and try to help them understand and see, how much damage that they're doing, not only potentially physically, but emotionally, mentally, physically, that they be causing the child or the teenager, whoever they're trying to like, you know, how do you call it? Having that situation of having that intimacy with or whatever. What better way to deal with these people than confront them with the word of God and confront them with, what God has in store for them if they walk away, what I'm saying, for what they're trying to do and the sin that they're trying to commit. And once again, a lot of people don't like that outlook that I have on it, but it's just that's the way I would handle it if and when I got the chance to actually confront one of these guys on the street. That's, in my opinion, the best way to handle it. Let them know that it's not right.
Absolutely.
Let them know that it's just it's ungodly, and God will have the last word, and God will judge them for what they do and the way they're thinking, if and when they continue to try to do what they're trying to do. But that's just my opinion.
Absolutely. I love that you say that. It is. Hang on. I think. All right. How do I?
So if you put TLP downgrade, it should pop up like hopefully pretty fast towards like the top of the search, because
Let's slow down to mend what because I think I had this conversation with you with somebody whom I let stay away because I'm so tired of people own hands. You see what I'm saying? Not following with Jesus, really what the Bible says. Um, and I'm very happy to be a person who sees it a lot like I do. I'm not because we'll call you out on it. Just call one sin, the other. Don't mean that this, let's say, wrong for, but then you're out here hurting kids. You see what I'm saying? And I have to call you out on it because it's giving me. We'll try again in a bit. We'll try again in a bit if it works. If not, we'll try. We'll have it ready next time. And have you on here. But I'm so glad that you said that because it's also, and I briefly mentioned this to you. Christianity what it's originally about. So you can't just sit here and tell me that she in abortion. Okay, how old was she when she had that abortion? Right, for having that abortion, or are you just knocking it down because it makes you feel better? Because again, hurt people.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm saying a lot of mistake when you're no more better. If anything, let's sit here, let's work together to correct people. And like, I love that you said that Jesus, right? He would correct you, such as raise the voice, whatever the case may be, but it's with love. And I think people are misunderstanding this, the fact that, I don't know, you have to come to people because our Father came to you with love. When you were disgusting, and I can talk to you for hours. This is now where I'm talking salvation and what the future holds. So um uh, working as much as possible actually. Hopefully I can have you next week. Come back, and if so, we'll discuss that off air. But I am hearing what you do, and let me tell you one thing, because I'll translate this for all of my American brothers and sisters. Haciendo, intentando hacer lo que personas están haciendo mal con los niños, con las mujeres, porque this thing is so big with human trafficking, right?
Yeah.
So many organ heart sport kidnapping. So Dios te va a usar porque Dios te lo puso. Me puso cabeza ni en mente a la gente aprende por to turn and catch a predator. Because I'm probably one of those that get my Christianity would go away if I caught it because it's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just
Huh?
for decades, but God did it in His heart because He was a mission, or you don't understand that. So there's Anna will ever be able to do what JDQ does. There's what well that he brings for the future. I love the fact of two Boricuas with the same last name, man. You can't beat that. Together, and I said we had today and sucked at the beginning, but been coming from here on out, coming forward, you know, the sound and everything is better. So I think pretty much what today taught me was, Anna, you need to update your computer. Next show, we're ready to go. And Jorge, I'll talk to you. I'm gonna go and lunchtime with Anna a different day. We'll be able to do this. We're going to bring the special guests, those special what they do, and then young ladies too, because I've seen some women that catch them just as better than the men. And I'm sure you
Yeah.
know a few.
Yeah.
And they're just as bad. So with that being said, bring some of those in. I'd like to maybe in the future bring in some people with their testimonies. I'm sure if I almost lost domestic violence. I even commit suicide.
Mm.
I was never able to go through with it, and I'm here.
Yeah, praise God that you're still here. That's good.
Alive.
That's good to hear.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's just a little bit. So much more about you and so many other people that maybe can bring on, just tell their story.
Definitely.
I have really enjoyed it. Like my heart is because it's overwhelming because it's almost like a spirit of our Father saying this is going to work. So it had a pleasure recording with you today, and maybe next week.
Yeah, God willing. Yeah. I'm always down for it, and I'm beyond thankful. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, for the opportunity to even be on here. I appreciate it. You giving me a chance to talk about all this. But yeah, um, thank you for giving me the chance and the platform. You guys can check out the channel anytime you want. Everybody's welcome. I always receive everybody with welcoming arms.
Your complete contact.
So
Give your complete contact information on all
yeah,
platforms.
okay. So already on YouTube, you could look me up by your boy JDQ, and then the same thing on Instagram is your boy JDQ. Those are the only two platforms per se that I use mostly. I mean, I have a Twitter account, but that's separate from everything that I'm doing. So, but mainly your boy JDQ on Instagram and your boy JDQ on YouTube would be like the social media platforms that I'm mostly on when it comes to this type of topic.
Okay, so you guys heard it there. And for my non-Christian brothers and sisters, so to me, you're my brother and sister in Christ. No matter what, and I tremendously love each one of you guys. If you guys there, because I think beyond everything, of everything will make anything and everything succeed. So you keep that picture on Father first, and then your goals, and you should be just fine. You don't find you good people on the spot. You hear me?
Now I hear you. Yeah, you were like the volume was going down like when you were saying what you were saying earlier, or the last few like phrases you said.
Okay, I'm sorry. What I was trying to ask you was, if you don't mind, I'm doing the spot. If not, it's fine. Do you mind bringing us out of time with him today?
You see, like to pray, to close it in prayer. Because it was like cutting off. I couldn't make out that last part that you said.
I'm saying that, yeah, closing us in prayer.
Man, it's like every single time you get to the part that you're gonna say what you're gonna say, it like cuts off. But I'm gonna assume that's what you meant, like to close it off in prayer. I'm gonna assume that's what you meant. Okay. All right. So, Father God, we thank you for this beautiful, blessed day. We thank you for the opportunity um, for Anna and me to collaborate on this stream on Lunchtime with Anna. It has been a blessing, my God. I do hope that you allow us to do this again in the future. At this time, we want to ask you to protect our children, our youth, everybody, females, adults, from human trafficking, from sexual abuse, emotional abuse, all these different things that happen within these different topics that deal with humans being treated in such a way. I ask that you keep blessing Anna on her show, and you continue to use her as a vessel and as a tool and as a weapon in your arsenal. I ask that you bless everyone that has either seen the stream thus far or will see it eventually at some point, that it may be a blessing to them and that they may use it as a weapon in an arsenal as well. And that you continue to bless us throughout this day and the rest of the week. In Jesus' name, I pray, believing in you and trusting in you. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for the beautiful prayer. Yes, you pray. I'm telling you that enemy's trying to attack. That enemy's trying to attack. So hope you're available. I'd like to see if we can have you back next week. Next week, supposed to be the ones that are going to be interviewing next week. So we will see you guys next week. And I have truly enjoyed every second of this interview, including the bad time and Dirty Red will be interview. We know that it was the technical difficulties there, and I needed. All right. God bless you all.
God bless everybody. And thank you again for the opportunity. I appreciate it. God bless.
No, thank you. Ciao.